Welcome to the Investigators Podcast, guys. Our focus today is gonna be on the mistreatment of juveniles that are in like adult prisons and everything. I'm the host, Joshua.
Hi, I'm Edgar. I'm the victim's family member.
What's good, y'all? My name is Freddie, and I'm the criminal.
Hi, my name is Marley. I'm the expert in this case.
Hi, my name is Amor, and I'm gonna be your co-host.
All right. Now since that we've introduced ourselves, let's start by understanding the problems that juveniles are sent to adult prisons for committing crimes, and this can lead to major major issues, um, like affecting their mental health and everything. This segment we're talking about like the problem, and I'm gonna be handing the mic to the expert here, Marilee. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for having me here. But let's talk about a major issue in our justice system when teens are treated like adults instead of going through juvenile court. They find themselves in adult court. Penalties are way harsher, longer prisons, sentence, permanent criminal records, and not all focus on helping them change. Here's the things: these are still young people with still developing brains, so treating them as an adult can seriously damage their future. Okay, so for the first source, in the documentary Stick Up Kids, we found out that Allison Thomas was sent to Supermax prison for an adult when he was just 16 years old. While he had to cope with isolated, how do you say that, and excel and struggled a lot with his mental health. This demonstrates how young offenders face a great chance of receiving harsh punishment and being placed in environment that don't take into account what they need to grow and improve. All right. All right, now let's talk about how treating teenagers like adults is just a justice system is a big issue. Their brains are still growing, which means that they're more prone to acting on impulse and less capable of grasping the long-term effects on their choices. In the Stick Up Kids, Allison Thomas was just only 16-year old, and he ended up in an adult prison. He experienced isolation, trauma, and lasting harm. To avoid this, we should advocate for improving laws, invest in programs that support young people, and raise awareness about the danger of sentencing kids as if they were adults.
Well, thank you for sharing the information about how teens suffer in adult prisons and like what that could lead to. I'm gonna be handing out the mic to Ivan's family member Edgar.
Hi guys. Ivan's family member. I'm honored to speak on Ivan's behalf today. After the tragedy that happened to our Ivan, like the family hasn't been the same since. We all have suffered so much physically and mentally. We we have suffered from grief ever since that day, and each day we blame each other just thinking about it. The actions that Freddie here caused were unacceptable. He has broken this family apart, and Ivan's all that we could think about. We miss Ivan's laughs, his jokes, his humor. We just miss him. It To us, it's crazy to think that although Ivan and Freddie were friends ever since they were young, Freddie's actions and Freddie's like thought process like got Ivan killed, and like it's something that this family like just can't fully process. We just miss Ivan a lot, and we're we're just here talking about him to honor him.
For all that and like the situation you're currently in, what do you think should be done to the juveniles that get sent to adult prisons for serious crimes?
Well, my belief is that juveniles should not be sent to prison. I believe that they deserve a punishment, but it shouldn't be prison because prison is a place for adults. If I were in the place of a juvenile and I committed a crime, I would hate to be sent to prison because it's a place that no child should experience. And I believe that there's punishments that are worth the crime that they did, but it shouldn't be prison. Prison is a place for adults, and as big as the crime that one commits, a child doesn't deserve it. A child, like their mental state isn't prepared for the such things that happen in prison. There's like rapists, there's people that have done horrible things there, and for a child to see something like that, it is gonna mess them up for life.
Well, thank you for sharing. We're gonna be taking a little pause, just in case you need it. Merely after this, you're gonna be sharing what you think should happen to the juveniles. There.
I'm gonna need a moment. Okay, I need a moment.
Yeah, bro.
Relax a little.
So we'll take a break for now. Just come in when you're ready.
Yes, I will.
Yeah. You good, bro? Hey.
Is this like affecting you?
Well, it hurts, but um, if Freddie needed his space, I'm gonna respect it, and when he comes back, we'll continue. It's just hard. I understand him, but
Oh, hold on, bro. Hey. Hold on. Oh, hey, excuse me. Hey, you can come in, bro. Hey.
What's up, gang? I'm Mr. Beast. I'm about to give this guy money right now. Today we're gonna film a video called "Giving a Victim's Family Member Money." Right here, I got like 5 G's right here. You can go ahead and take that money. What's up, guys? How we doing? Are you guys subscribed to Mr. Beast? You guys subscribe to Mr. Beast?
Yeah.
I gotta sit next to the family member real quick. I gotta talk to him a little. So I get really emotional when I meet family members that passed away, right?
mhm.
I hope this
Thank you.
money does something good for you. I mean, me and the gang at shopmrbeast.com have been thinking about this for a long time. I just hope this money serves you good. I mean, you got like what 10 G's right here. Nobody's
G's.
doing this out here. Nobody's doing this out here. Only shopmrbeast.com. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click that bell button, so make sure you're always aware of the videos when they come out, so you can get the chance to win money like Ivan's family member right here.
Thank you,
Pass
Mr.
the mic
B.
a little.
Thank you. Like you were surprised guest. Like the criminal just left, and it was a surprise that you came in. But thank you. Like this money will go to all the expenses that we need for Ivan, and just thank you. Like thank you to you and to everyone subscribed for helping you out. But just thank you.
Thank you. I gotta go back to North Carolina and go meet up with the boys. You know.
Yeah. Hey, oh, hey.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Hey,
Make sure you subscribe to Mr. Beast. Who I was the leader for.
how you feel, bro?
Yeah, I feel like better, but I know like Freddy's gonna come back in. He's gonna be surprised when he sees this, but I'm just glad that Mr. Beast came in and he really helped me out because this money will go towards all the expenses that I need because I've been struggling financially, and this would like help me out a lot.
Oh, well, hey, hopefully that money does you good, bro. Oh,
Where's Ivan? Where's Ivan?
oh,
He no do I
hey,
excel.
hey, bro, hey.
He no
Ivan.
do I excel.
Ivan,
He no do I excel. Where's
Ivan. You know what happened to
You
Ivan?
know what happened to Ivan, Lemuel?
You know what happened to Ivan?
Where's Ivan? Oh, you got money. Let me get money.
Hey,
Let me get money.
hey,
Let me
hey,
get
hey,
money.
hey, what happened?
Hey,
what happened? Hey, what
Where's
happened?
Ivan?
Watch out, watch out. Hey, hey,
what-
hey, watch out. Hey, sit the fuck down. Hey, watch out.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey, no.
Calmate vos, calmate.
Hey, kick him out, kick him out. No, hey, kick him out.
Get him out,
Kick him out, kick him out. Hey, get him out, get him out, get him out. Hey, get him out.
You missed it, bro.
What happened?
Mr. Beast came inside and gave him all that money.
Actually,
Yeah, bro.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah, it
Like
threw it.
the Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
Like
like-
shopmrbeast.com.
yeah, bro. Like,
Actually,
like the one that goes like, "Welcome back to another video." Yeah, yeah. Oh. How you feel about that?
I wish I was here. I want money, free money, but I hope the money does you good. You use it for something good, and hopefully it can bring back Ivan.
Well,
For the first source in Jennifer Bishop Jenkins' article, she claims some juveniles are fully capable of planning crimes. A victim's rights needs to be prioritized. A child's brain still developing doesn't excuse murder. Jenkins believes that some young people can plan violent crimes and that rights of victims should be prioritized even if the person who committed the crimes is a minor. That goes against the belief that the brain development can seriously harm, particularly in situations like Ivan, where the crime was on purpose and caused a lot of damage in his family.
Hi, my name is Amol. I'm your co-host. We're gonna be introducing the formerly incarcerated juvenile, Freddie, over here. And so some people believe that charging teens as adults prevents future crimes. What do you think about this, Freddie?
Thank you for having me on this show here today on this lovely day. Um, I think that putting these juveniles through the adult system and sending them to places where the worst criminals are sent is not okay. Yes, these juveniles have committed crimes that we couldn't even think of because they're exposed to so much at a young age. There could be hope for help from professionals. Charging these juveniles with these kinds of sentences can lead to more dangerous situations. These can include the risk of suicide or more likely to become a criminal and sexual assault in prison. This is because in these supermax prisons where rapists, gang members, and other people are sent there, and this it's not good putting like a 14-year-old in there just because they committed a mistake. And yes, I'm not saying these mistakes should let them go free and live a regular life. No, there should be some sort of punishment, but I don't think prison is the right way. I believe sending them to go get help is probably the better way for them.
Well, after hearing your opinion and your story, um, what could you have done differently before that would have prevented you from going to prison?
So at the time, I had struggled with mental health issues. Um, had I received proper treatment, I think that this would have never happened. And I mean, I'm here with Ivan's family member, and I can say that I'm really sorry. He was truly a friend, but in the wrong state of mind, wrong things happen, and I feel bad for you, and I hope Ivan is resting in peace. Um, but I say this because mental health should be taken seriously and should be treated correctly. And a lot of things can be caused by not being in the correct state of mind. I mean, a lot of people do drugs, commit crimes, steal, rob, join gangs, and stuff like that. Or even commit suicide, which is not what we want, right, guys?
No, we don't want that.
Okay. Um, and yeah, in my case, I wasn't in the correct state of mind, so this is why this incident happened, and I truly feel sorry again. But I think giving them a second chance to these not cruel kids who suffer with mental health should be like obviously still given a punishment, but should be sent to like a rehab center or something to try to fix them so they don't end up committing something that we don't want, obviously, right? Because uh, two wrongs doesn't make a right, correct?
Correct.
So yeah, I think lessening the sentencing on them and sending them to go get help would be the better solution, and I think we can all agree on that.
Well, thank you again, Freddie, for your time. And now we're gonna be and for sharing your story, of course. And now we're gonna be passing on the mic to our expert, Merily.
Mhm. For size source 3, For site source 3, Philip Holloway article states that there is no national standards in determining at what age a child can be treated as an adult in the criminal justice system. In Phillips Holloway article, he mentions that there's no national standards for deciding what an age a child should be treated as an adult in a criminal justice system. This is significant because it demonstrates how uneven and unjust the system can be. People like our guests could receive an adult penalty just because of their location rather than their identity or support that they need or require. And this this can impact their future lives too, because they once they leave prison, they will struggle bouncing back to their normal life, getting a new fresh start, and not having the confidence to be able to apply to jobs. And us giving them that sources system support will help them um, or encourage them to um, fulfill a new start instead of going back to their crimes. And hopefully we don't we don't want that for them, because being in prison just isn't right. And it's horrible that anyone's else family victim should feel sad about this. Yeah, I'm gonna pass the mic.
Hearing you merely so you say that charging these juveniles with harsh kind of sentences will lead to more dangerous situations, which do include suicide, sexual assault, and other problems, and further involvement in criminal activities. Now, Freddie's story does convince me that teens who give signs of being able to be in rehab should be given the opportunity to go to rehab instead of prison. Now, this is all a huge issue in our society because we have a lot of young teens who suffer from mental health issues, and our system is currently not designed to help those teens, but instead incarcerate them and send them to prison. Now, a crime should have consequences, yes, although we should use facts and reasoning in order to find a proper solution in these types of cases. There's no reason why we should be sending teens in prison because if we do, they will never truly be able to find themselves again. They'll lose themselves, and on top of that, they'll be in a more dangerous situation which they are not mentally ready to be in. And on top of that, if we keep putting teens in prison, what would our society then look like? I will back to Mary Lee.
Uh, before Merrily talks, I would like to ask Freddie a question. Like, what was your experience in prison, and like, did it change your perspective of like how you look at life?
Okay, to answer your question, I don't want to give too much details about how prison really works, but I think we can all like agree that prison is not somewhere you would want to end up, right?
Right. Yeah.
You get dehumanized there, you get treated like a nobody, you're locked up the majority of the time. I believe some people only get 1 hour, some people get no hours out on the yard. The food isn't good at all. You're just trapped in a cell where you can't really do much. Blank walls. You don't know what time it is, what day it is, and it's just not good in general. And to send teens there, it's not really good because they can't really control much. So they're more likely to commit suicide because of how many years they're getting in prison. Now, I do want to say that once you get out of prison, you just come back and look at life like, wow, like it's a whole different world out here. In there, you're isolated, practically a nobody, and out here, you have stuff to do. You look forward to many things on a daily basis, and it's enjoyable. And I can't say that about prison. So to answer your question, it's better to be out here enjoying a normal life than enjoying a nobody life inside prison, risking suicide or dealing with other stuff.
Thank you for answering. And now back to Merrily.
Discuss actual ways to stop youth crimes and assist teens who have made big mistakes. Let's simplify it. First, school mental health service can identify warning signs early with counseling and support. Second, youth focus sentencing makes sure teens are responsible while allowing them to improve, which can help them bounce back from their life from prison. Third, re-entering the mentor program helps teens after they leave custody with jobs, training, and support. Now they can feel confident after being in prison for a long time. It'll be hard for them to find a job, and mostly if they're a minor, they didn't finish school, so it'll be more harder without a diploma or without education in. So they basically fell back from life. They lost a lot of years being able to fulfill a true life or make a family. um but these examples could help, like Freddie, hopefully this could help, these programs could help you bounce back. But we're trying our best to provide you guys, but also think about the victims feelings, because we should also prioritize and have justice for the victim. but also think about um, the criminals, what they deserve. But thank you for having me here in the podcast. Now let's pass the mic to the host.
Oh, thank you for sharing. And at the end of the day, our system should be designed to like help kids and become better people, especially for the ones that get sent to adult prisons. And yeah, sending them to adult prison just like destroys their future. Like they get no chance of like really living that kid's life. And I think we should like just change how they treat the juveniles. And thank you for your time, all of you guys, and for sharing your experiences and stories. And this is our podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed.